So let's start with Trevor Lawrence. Not in the Niners striking distance, but we haven't talked about Trevor Lawrence on this channel. Kyle, I have a feeling you have strong feelings about Trevor Lawrence. And the tip-off is Chris Sims. You have his initials tattooed on your ankle. He has your initials tattooed on his ankle. You guys are very close. Great friends. I mean, I don't have a friend like that. But you guys seem to think similarly, or you understand how each other think. Great friends. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys go into business one day. If one day when you push John Lynch out of the organization inevitably, which is where it seems like it's going, and I wouldn't be surprised if you replace him with Chris Sims. Anyway, Sims was down on Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he didn't call him the number one quarterback in the draft, called him number 2 by a wide margin. Zach Wilson, number 1, going to get to him. And also said he's basically just an athlete, not a particularly refined passer. But basically said he's raw, he's experienced, but mechanically he's all over the place and is basically a better passing, worse running version of Justin Fields. Liked him better than Justin Fields. Had a lot of questions. It's like, all the things you hold against Mac Jones, Justin Fields playing for an all-star team applies to Trevor Lawrence. And what did he say? Mechanics with his arm. A little all over the place. Really unrefined an athlete. Well, here's the thing about him. He's 6'6", and taller quarterbacks historically have an issue. Think about it. I mean, can you have a 6'6" shortstop? Can you have a 6'6" second baseman? It's hard. A lot of the throws you have to make as a middle infielder are quick snap throws to get a runner who's fast at first base. You don't have time to get the ball, step into the throw, separate your arms, get the whole momentum into it like a pitcher does. You have to make snap throws. 6'6" guys have a tough time doing that. They have these really long arms and they need to get the whole thing in motion. You know who wasn't 6'6"? Joe Montana. He was 6'2". And what Joe Montana had the ability to do under center, he taking a 3-step drop, a 5-step drop, whatever. Say there's pressure in his face immediately before he gets to the end of his drop. He could make snap throws off his back foot, jumping like a shortstop, which is what you have to do in the NFL if you're going to beat pressure. At Clemson, you're not under pressure very much. You're on an all-star team in a terrible conference, the ACC. I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence can't do it. I haven't seen it. When you watch his tape, and I've watched a little bit, you don't see him make those kind of throws. It's a little concerning because here's the list of 6'6" quarterbacks at the combine. Here are the 6'6" or taller quarterbacks dating back to the 1940s. Tell me how many were great. Dan McGuire, Frank Patrick, Brock Osweiler, Paxton Lynch, Mike Glennon, Sonny Gibbs, Scott Mitchell, Mark Wilson, Logan Thomas, Nate Sudfeld, John Skelton, Matt Schaub, Jamarcus Russell, Jonathan Quinn, Tony Pike, John Navarre, Brian McClure, Sean Mannion, Ryan Mallett, Josh Freeman, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Tyler Bray, Matt Blunden, Derek Anderson, Jake Luton, Justin Herbert. So Justin Herbert is the exception. Basically, you don't want quarterbacks who are taller than 6'5". The arms become too long. They can't make the snap throws they need to make under pressure. It's too much. Herbert is the exception. He's 6'6", but he has short arms for a big guy. His arms, I think, are a little under 33 inches. It seems to me that arm length is a key measurement with quarterbacks. And if it's longer than 33 inches, you're pretty much never going to be an accurate quarterback. Probably not. Your levers are too long. I don't know where Trevor Lawrence falls in that. There's no combine this year. Maybe we'll find out at his pro day, but I'm curious. What are his arms like? How long are they? Because I see his legs, and his legs are super duper long. He looks like he's standing on stilts. He's got a very weird body type. He's thin. He's got long legs, and I assume he's got long freaking arms. So when Chris Sims says he ranked him 4th of the pure throwers after Wilson, Jones, and Mond, I see what he means. And what I'm talking about you, Kyle, is I know you want what you're looking for and what Sims is looking for. I mentioned that. Sims is starting to talk about short throwers. Usually when people scout quarterbacks are looking at, well, can you make the tough throws, the long throw to the sideline, the deep throw? Yeah, I mean, you make that throw a couple of times a game, maybe. What about the short throws? It's like in golf. Like, yeah, I mean, that's a nice drive. But how about your chipping? How about your putting? Because that's really what you're doing 50, 60% of the time. How about your short throws? It's a lot of short throws in your offense, Kyle. A lot of slants, a lot of quick bang, bang stuff where a quick release is necessary. Does Trevor Lawrence have a quick release? Not especially. No, he's 6'6" with long arms. Now, maybe that just means if you get Trevor Lawrence, which you won't, you would have to like adjust your offense, which is always what a good coach does. But you won't do that, Kyle. I'm not saying you're not a good coach, but you're not going to adjust your offense. You're looking for for a guy to execute your system. That's why Chris Sims talks about the best short throwers in this draft. It ain't Lawrence. Lawrence is down the field, intermediate, deep. That's not really your offense. You don't have that vertical offense. And plus, he spent his whole career in the shotgun. You want guys who have some experience under center. So when Chris Sims says he likes Zach Wilson more than Trevor Lawrence, I think you do too. Am I right, Kyle? Blink twice if I'm wrong. Say something right now if I'm wrong. See, you didn't say anything or blink twice. So I think you rank Zach Wilson number one, just like Chris Sims does. We're going to talk about Chris Sims in a minute. But look, all I'm saying is I see what you're saying about Trevor Lawrence. It's possible that Trevor Lawrence is going to be better in college than he is in the NFL. Because it's possible if he has those super long arms, it'll show with a lower completion percentage than expected in the NFL. Also, he's kind of thin. He's not thick and built like Justin Herbert. I see what you're saying. Anyway, you're not going to get him. Someone else's problem, probably Jacksonville's.